right, Shawn Ray here for Generation Iron. I am joined by Branch Warren, our two-time Arnold Classic champion. Branch, you're no stranger to the Olympia weekend. However, I think this is year number 2 that you're not in this competition.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
How does that feel?
Man, last year was a little weird. You know, I mean, I didn't go to the show last year because, you know, I want to, you know, you still have that part of you that wants to be up there and battling it out with them. You know, I'm a lot more at peace with myself with it this year. You know, kind of settled into doing what I'm doing. I'm traveling more than ever. You know, I've got my line.
That's what we wanted to find out. Tell us a little about your line.
Well, I got on board with these guys first part of January.
Black Skull
Nutrition, Sports Nutrition. So I've got my own line through them, the Branch Warren line.
Yep.
So been traveling the world promoting that. We'll be in 13 countries by the end of this year.
Nice.
So it's doing really well. So we're kicking it off here in the States this weekend with our launch here. So it'll be.
You still have your competitions?
I still have 4 competitions. I got my Houston show, Dallas show, Minneapolis I added this year. And then I'll have one in Chicago with Mel Chansey next year.
Absolutely. What kind of products you got here?
Man, we got a complete line of sports nutrition. We have pre-workout, BCAA, fat burner, chest booster. We have whey protein, a beef protein, and a mass gainer.
I was just talking to Rich Gaspari because he left big footprints for us to follow and get motivated. And obviously, he's probably reached and touched more people through the supplement industry because he's getting more than just bodybuilders. How was it for you in the beginning stages?
You know what? I'm busier now than I ever was when I was competing. You know, because when I competed 6 months of the year, I stayed home and I focused on the Arnold, then I focused on the Olympia. You know, because 3 months out, I wouldn't travel. And, you know, when you compete, you have tunnel vision.
Right.
You know, the whole world could be on fire.
Forget about it.
I could care less. All I cared about was focusing on my show.
Sure.
So now I'm working 12 months a year, traveling, meeting and greeting. And I think there's so much more potential to reach so many more people doing this than when you're up there on the stage.
Absolutely. I talked to Johnny Jackson last night. I go, you still training with, what's his name? He's like, Branch? Yeah, I'm still training. Are you training hard? Or did you slow it down and take your foot off the pedal?
Man, we still train hard, you know.
Yeah,
Johnny, this is Johnny's last one. He came to me early in the year and he's like, man, I got to kick it up to get ready for this thing. And, you know, cause, Johnny's the strongest dude I ever met.
Yeah, he is.
But I was always the motivator and kind of the leader of the deal.
Right.
So, man, I stepped it up. And for the past 3 months, man, we trained hard. I gained like 10, 12 pounds back just
working out with him.
From working out with him.
What about the competition? Because everyone's saying it's basically a walkaway with Phil going for number 7 tonight. What do you think about that?
Man, we ain't even seen him on stage yet, so how you gonna say it's a walkaway? Now, if I was a betting man, I'd bet on Phil. Right. Because, you know, unless somebody steps up, I think it's his to take. But that being said, I mean, look at the year Ronnie won. He came from back of the pack and he won, you know. I came from 12th place to 2nd place.
I remember.
You know, so there's been other times throughout history where guys have stepped up. And
if you think someone's going to step up, who might that be? I mean, I've been waiting for Cedric to arrive. He looked great in March.
Man, if Cedric can get that next level hardness, it might be lights out for him. But that's a big if. Big Rami, you know, Big Rami, he's the biggest guy we've seen since Ronnie.
Right.
If Big Rami can get hard, he beats everybody.
What about the 212? Is it an open and shut case with Flex Lewis?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anybody, you know, really challenging him this year. So I think he's in the driver's seat. Flex Lewis, the only person that can beat Flex is Flex.
Right. And now you have your wife who's a professional athlete as well. Are you guys settling into like life after competition because of the business, because of the baby? And tell me a little about that.
Man, we are. As you know, when you're a pro bodybuilder, especially a Mr. Olympia athlete, you can be a very self-centered, selfish person.
Right.
And you know, when you have a family and children, you got to try to strike a balance, and that's a hard balance to strike. So, man, since I've hung up the posing trunks, I've become a much better husband and a much better father.
Absolutely.
So,
more time for that.
And a better businessman.
Absolutely. Where can people find you?
Go to branch1.com, and I have a list of all my appearances, where I'm going to be. Follow me on my social media at @branchwarren on Facebook and Instagram. I always post up where I'm going to be, what I'm up to.
All right.
And I'm somewhere around the planet for the next foreseeable future.
We look forward to some big products and big promotions for the Branch Warren. And Trish, you can say hi to the camera. Come on in here. This is Miss Warren over here, our IFBB married couple that has still managed the test of time. Are you going to compete anytime soon, or what's your plan?
You know, I did women's physique, and I did 2 shows, and I came in better than I've ever done. And, you know, with us doing this and our shows and everything that we do, it's really hard to put all your time and effort into that, because that is a lot harder than even for me for fitness, because you have to come in so much more so leaner. So, you know, we're really focusing on his product line and building up our shows and promoting the sport, and, you know, we'll see.
Well, If your past success is an indication, we look forward to this being a humongous success. So make sure you follow Trish and Branch on your social media. But for right now, we're going to head into the Joe Weider 53rd prejudging of this weekend's Mr. Olympia Championships. From Las Vegas, Trish, Branch, I'm Shawn Ray, Generation Iron Network.